Hello everyone, this is Crawford Fluff or the Thrower Modeler, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about these model kits, these two model kits, which are part of the Sweets 1 in 144 scale A-Type 96 Carrier Fighter Special Paint Edition. So this is a limited edition kit which features the classic two Sweet model kits in a quite nice boxing, separate, along with a nice booklet like this. I'm not going to be going through the content of the booklet since it's not really appropriate to do that. I'm gonna just show you a few pages, maybe one or two, to help you get the idea of what it's about. But this is about the model kits. So what do I think of this kit? These kits, should I say? They're absolutely amazing. They're gorgeous. I haven't had the need to use any putty or barely any sanding at all. They practically assembled themselves. This is not the newest Sweet release, but it holds up so well. You can see, I know I talked about this before, but the panel lines, look at this. This is 1 in 1/4 scale kit. They just so nice. They're not deep. That's the thing. They're not deep, but with a fine wash, with a thin layer of paint and a fine wash, you can get them to really pop out like this. I'm going to include some photos in the description so you can look at them later on. But look at them. It's just so gorgeous. And the other side as well. Look at them. Oh my god. So yeah, the details are superb. I did this one with bare metal foil, which is an experiment of mine. Anyway, I'll talk about this a bit later. The kit. So yeah, the interior for this one, I didn't do anything. It's non-existent. Before I thought it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but there is a big hole in here, so I would suggest you just put like a piece of plastic out there to block anyone from looking too deep inside. Just put something to block it, right? And it should look fine. Another thing, this is an interesting issue, I would say, concerning the way the kit is built. So the fuselage shafts, they're not your classic left side of the stabilizer and right side of the stabilizer, they glue together. The whole stabilizer is in one piece. And then on this model kit on the left side of the plane, and so you connect the two parts together, but one side has the stabilizer. So that creates a small issue. If you can see right here where the paint meets, right here, yeah, you see how there's like a larger hole. And since I didn't do that much sanding, I probably should have done this better. It kind of snags, right? That's right here. This is the part where the two fuselage shafts meet. So the left side of the fuselage has the whole stabilizer, while the right side doesn't have it. Only goes right here, like tuk 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 tuk, like that. And that creates this hole. This is the only place where I would seriously suggest that you use putty and very, very fine care. Since it is kind of visible, considering all the other panel lines are so nicely molded, so fine, this slightly larger one just really, you notice it. You really do notice it. So I highly suggest that you take a bit more care with this when assembling the kit. Right? It is in a fortunate position since it's so high up, it's very easily visible. But since black paint goes over it, you can mask it pretty well, considering the size, right? Another thing to note is the decals or decals. With Sol and Set, they just go on. I don't know how to explain. I mean, look at this. It's like they're painted on. Look at it. the wash seeps onto them. Like, how do they do that? Just gorgeous, gorgeous, right? Amazing stuff. I love them. I love sweet decals. They just work. You don't need to do anything to them. Put put set, put the decal on, wait 5 minutes, put set on, that's it. And you're done. The decal is finished. You don't need to press anything, you don't need to remove the film, nothing. It just works. I love that. Another thing to note is the location of the antenna wire. It's not on the tip of the tail right here. It should be a bit lower on the tail, right? So keep that in mind when you're building your model. As said before, I built this one with bare metal foil. This was an experiment of mine. Would I suggest it? Not really. I'll be honest, not really. It looked like a fun project at first, but this is a very small model kit. And when you start putting on the panels and everything, you realize that the film just slides off. I had to be extremely careful before putting on any of the varnishes so that I would not slip off part of the foil, especially the tip right here. So since I would, for example, put on the metal film, and I add freeware about it, and I come back and it just slides off, since the glue is not really designed for this small of a surface, I believe. So I would stick with just spraying on normal aluminum paint. So yeah, I would suggest that. Another very cool thing which I found in instructions, which I had no idea about, I built a dozen sweet kits and I did not notice this, is, look at this. You should have seen my face when I first realized this. It fits perfectly. The painting guide is in 1:1 scale with the kit. So you can use this to judge and to calculate, to measure how deep your stripes should be, how should your camouflage look, and you can basically almost cut this out. You can take a photo of it and print it out and cut it up so you can have the perfect camouflage scheme. I'm quite embarrassed that I did not notice this sooner, since it makes sense for this mobile plane to have this kind of a feature, but Sweet, I believe, is the only one who does this. I didn't notice anyone else that has this option. So do keep this in mind when building your Sweet kits, especially kind of this one. Maybe other kits don't have this option, but this one does, right? So yeah, fun stuff. Another cool thing, which is the reason why most people buy this kit, is the Sweet Memory. Get Sweet is the name of the company. Booklet. So this is a small art book. It's a classic, art book, which has some art of Nasa-chan and Kuroneko right here, and his friends, and some planes and ships and whatnot. It's a very nice. If you're a fan of Sweet, it's going to be very, very nice addition, and I suggest that you buy it if you like Sweet model kits. I'm just going to show you 2 pages to show you kind of what you get in it. So it's a series of sketches of Kuroneko and NASA and the planes. This one features the A5M4 plane on various carriers, and it's filled with different kind of sketches. There's lots of little explanations. I suggest that if you don't know Japanese, you should use a translation site. But yeah, if you know Japanese, that's great. They also later on show kind of the art process, also explanations for the characters. It's a fun little booklet. I highly recommend that you get it. Get this small kit for the booklet itself, since it's not that much more expensive than your classic Sweet model kit. I'm not going to show more, since what's the point of you buying it then? So that's about it on my thoughts on this model kit, this model box of the A5M4. It's a great set, great kits inside, and I really do highly recommend it. It's not that much more expensive than the regular kits, and it does have the booklet, which is a really nice addition. So if you can get this boxing, I recommend that you do. There's also a similar one which features photo etch parts. And I'm not sure if it includes the booklet. If it includes the booklet, I think it does not. So do keep that in mind. But it does have photo etch parts for the planes themselves. I kind of wish they made a combination of the two, so you can get both the booklet and the photo etch parts. But you know, can't have everything. I'm very satisfied with this, which we got in this boxing as well. So that's about it on my thoughts on this kit, this model boxing. So yeah, I hope to see you all next time, and bye bye.